Phil Baker, CEO of Hecla, thank you so much for joining us here on the sidelines of the Denver Gold Forum.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, I want to talk a little about gold-silver ratio, since we had a good conversation the last time we spoke about this. Obviously, it's always been a good indicator of price performance. And last time we talked, you rightfully predicted, and kudos to you, that when the gold-silver ratio hits 85, both silver and gold would rally. So we saw right after you made that call, we saw what it has done to gold. Now silver is having a good day today, but still long ways away from gold. What's it going to take here for silver?
Well, look, silver will, over time, will outperform gold as gold rises. If you go back and you look at the average historically, it's really closer to 60, and you have periods of time where it goes to about 35. I mean, if you think about that the silver price is going to be well over $25, $30 an ounce. That day is coming. We just don't know when, but it's coming.
There's so much talk and discrepancies about how much silver is really out there, and I just had a really good conversation with Keith Neumeyer about it, who feels there's a misconception out there when it comes to oversupply of silver. How do you see things?
Look, there's no oversupply of silver. I mean, the reality is silver is the growing consumption of silver in what's called industrial, but it's really more consumer products, has just taken off. And it's happened over the course of the last really 20 years, and it continues to increase the amount of consumption. Look at all the equipment you have here. There's more silver in the, So the outlook for silver, we're a 1 billion ounce market today. Over the course of the next 20 years, we'll be 1.5 billion. When I started in the industry, we were 500 million ounce market. So expect that to kind of, we'll eventually get to 2 billion.
Is it have the same, like we saw silver's up 3% today as we're speaking. Is it mostly just driven by investors flocking to safe havens here on the news out of Saudi Arabia?
I think that's certainly a large driver of it. And it's not, I don't think it's as much just about Saudi Arabia. It's really about fundamentally interest rates are...
Big Fed meeting this Wednesday.
Yeah, so that's the biggest driver, but that's not it. That's not it. The only thing, you've also got Brexit. You also have the U.S. election. You have all of those factors that really makes the outlook for gold and silver really as good as I've ever seen.
Last time we spoke, you were looking at potentially more acquisitions in Nevada. Any developments on that?
Yeah, the answer is no acquisitions at the moment. We're focused on cleaning up the balance sheet and getting Nevada operational in a way that it can be sustainable.
You focus both on gold and silver, similar to America's Silver and Wheaton Precious Metals. With the surge in the gold price, will that focus shift more to gold now?
No. Look, we have assets that are long-lived that are both silver assets and gold assets. In fact, if you look at our reserve base and our resource base, it's actually skewed towards silver, and we have a history as a silver producer. So it's really driven more by the assets that we have than some view on the metal.
Can you give us an update from Greens Creek? What's happening there?
So Greens Creek has been and will continue to be the star performer for Hecla. It's a 30-year asset now. It's generated over 250 million ounces of silver, 1.6 million ounces of gold, over 3 billion pounds of zinc, and 1 billion pounds of lead. So it's been a tremendous asset, and the future of it is more of the same in terms of the volumes. But the interesting thing is the cash flow is going to be about 40% more over the next 5 years than what it was over the last 5.
All right. Well, Phil Baker, thank you so much for stopping by. Continued success.
Thank you very much.
Come by soon.
Okay.
All right. And thank you for watching. We'll have much more for you on Kitco.com.